It is the peak of the summer season, and hopefully you're getting out on your pontoon boat regularly. But while you're enjoying your boat, don't forget to do a few simple things to keep your pontoon looking nice and running well. These don't take much time, but could extend the life of your boat and save you some frustration down the road. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the 4 main things that you should be doing throughout the summer season to maintain your pontoon boat. And at the end of this video, I'll share with you how you can get a hold of my year-round pontoon maintenance checklist. So you'll want to stick around for that. Now, the first thing you need to do is keep your pontoons clean and free of growth or scum. Unlike runabouts or ski boats, pontoons don't ride on plane much. They largely push through the water most of the time. And so that means anything that sticks to your tubes, any algae, slime, or scum, and we've got some growth on this particular boat, will slow you down and creates drag, which also increases your fuel burn. So if you trailer your boat, give your tubes a quick rinse after each trip. But if your pontoon stays in the water like this one does much of the time, you'll want to haul it out mid-season and wash and scrub it. And so you obviously want to start by power washing your boat, but to get rid of any stains or scum or growth that has accumulated, like you may see down here, you can see some stuff down here, you'll want to use something like Starbright Aluminum Cleaner and Restorer. This will help save you time and elbow grease to make your tunes look nice and perform better, and ultimately save you money at the pump. Now, the second thing you want to do is take care of your upholstery. During the season, spills, sunscreen, or even spider droppings can stain your seats if left untreated. And the heat and moisture of the summer sun can also lead to mold or mildew. So you want to clean your vinyl regularly with products made specifically for marine vinyls, such as the Starbright Ultimate Vinyl Clean, which is what I use. This product is designed to remove dirt without stripping away the built-in antimicrobials and UV inhibitors that provide protection to your marine upholstery. You should never use household cleaners, and especially bleach, which can damage your vinyl and permanently age it. Also, if you do have a mildew problem, getting rid of it can be very difficult. However, one product that I've found that does the best job of safely removing mold and mildew stains is this Marine 31 Mildew Stain Remover. It does a great job of getting rid of stains without damaging your upholstery, which is critical. I will leave a link to this and other products that I've mentioned in the video description. Now, one other tip to prevent mold growth in the first place. Don't just throw your wet life jackets or floats in your storage bins. Let them dry out first. That's because mold and mildew thrives in a dark and damp environment. So if the interior of your boat gets wet, make sure it's completely dry before you throw the cover back on. Now, if you saw my previous video on spring pontoon boat maintenance, you might recall that I recommend applying a UV inhibitor like this 303 Aerospace Protectant at the start of the season. However, its effectiveness does wear off, and so you should reapply it approximately every 4 to 6 weeks during the season. So if you do this, it will help keep your seats soft and supple and help them resist fading and cracking throughout the year. Now, the third summer maintenance tip is to properly take care of your battery. Most people think winter is the hardest on batteries, but actually the heat does the most damage. High temps speed up the chemical breakdown inside the battery. So the first thing you should do is check your terminals periodically, make sure that they're clean and free of corrosion and the cables are snug. And if you do see corrosion, scrub it off with a baking soda and water paste or with a wire brush so you get a good connection. Now, and if you beached your boat or anchored out and ran your stereo or lights for a while, be sure to recharge your lead acid batteries, including AGM and gel batteries, soon after you get home. Lead acid batteries don't like sitting in a partial state of charge, and if you wait too long, sulfation sets in and can permanently reduce their capacity. Now, if your engine will recharge your batteries, but that takes a while. So unless you're cruising for a few hours afterwards, the safe bet is to put your batteries on the charger after you return home or to the dock. Now, if you have lithium batteries, it's a little bit different. They don't suffer from sulfation, so it's fine if they sit partially charged. Just make sure they stay above about 20 to 30% battery capacity. And remember, the number one reason boaters get stranded on the water is a dead battery. That is why I recommend all boaters carry a portable lithium jump starter like this NOCO Boost, which is what I use. This is just cheap insurance that can save your trip. They come in various models based on the size of your engine. For example, this is the GB40, which can jumpstart gas engines up to 6 liters. I recommend that you get one large enough to handle both your boat and your tow vehicle engines so that you are never stranded on the water or on the road due to a dead battery. And I will leave a link to this in the video description. Now, the fourth and final summer maintenance tip for pontoon owners is to monitor your engine oil and cooling system. Most modern outboards are four-stroke, which means they rely on clean engine oil for lubrication and cooling. So you'll want to check your oil level occasionally during the season and top it off as needed. The oil doesn't have to be at the top of the dipstick marks. Anywhere in the safe range is acceptable. In fact, the middle of the range is actually often best because it gives you a cushion without risking problems that come from overfilling, which can also be problematic. Also, each time you run your motor, look for a strong, steady stream from the telltale or P stream. A weak or sputtering stream could mean that weeds are in the intake or could indicate a failing water impeller or a stuck thermostat. Catching it early can save you from overheating problems on the water. And that's all there is to your summer pontoon maintenance. Stay on top of these few tasks, help your pontoon looking good and running strong during the busiest part of the season. Now, be sure to check out my spring and fall videos that I have also created that are included in an overall playlist so you can stay on top of your year-round maintenance for your pontoon boat. And don't forget, you can download my free pontoon maintenance checklist using the link in the video description. Well, if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please click on that like button to help me produce more content like this. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel to get my weekly tips and advice to help you purchase, equip, and maintain your boat. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the water.